Okay. So, I don't know. We're out at the edge of the harbor, and we passed Indian Creek up a long time ago. Well, it won't take us long to get back there because of the water coming in. So, that's where we're at right now, edge of the harbor. Getting ready to paddle back up, I don't know, half a mile maybe. And, yeah, it's a big opening, which was the opening that I was headed up the first place. But, so, we gotta get back there. I don't know if I filmed the little island, so in case I didn't, there it is again. I'm assuming since during normal high tide, that would all be, you wouldn't see the sand. You would just see the trees. It's amazing how that survives. Doesn't get all uprooted during the hurricane.
Did, like the corner of it right there, that's what I was talking about on the way in. You can tell it got uprooted some.
No.
But you can tell which way the force was coming at it too, though. It was coming from that backside.
Right. And according to maps, if we would have went to the right, where I said left or right, and you were like they were both cul-de-sacs, it's not. To the right goes, I think it will come out, back out on Alligator Creek, but it's not the way I'm going to try to go. We'll just go back up to the big opening and make our right-hand turn, and we'll be set.
Now seeing it from this angle,
that's what I thought. It was like the first left from work.
The first wide left, not the little...
Yeah, the little inlet. Yeah, just you can see that from work, though, so I don't count that.
You need to rear view mirrors on these things.
Why?
See if any boats are coming up behind us.
They got to stay inside that, by that pylon, so.
Yeah, between the markers.
They got depth finders and that, and they know how deep.
Those depth finders. So I was telling Billy, I was looking at the water, and I saw how the water was setting, and I didn't trust it. I knew that it was a lot shallower than 6 feet. It was reading 6 foot. And I told him I could tell by the way that the water was I could just look at the water and tell. And he does a depth finder, and then he throws it at full throttle, blast, and next thing you know, we hit the sandbar, and everybody's going everywhere.
Yeah.
I hurried up and shut the engine off real quick, and then I had to get out and push us out of, I was trying to push us out of the sandbar.
Right.
He told me to go one direction, I went that direction, it just pushed us in deeper.
Right.
So then I had to go back and push us back out again, because he's like, I'm not getting in the water. I'm like, and then as soon as I'm getting up in the boat, what goes by? A little black tip shark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanging out in the shallows. It wasn't a big one.
Well, see, that's the thing about these mangroves is that the sharks will come in here, bring their babies in, and let them grow up in the mangroves because the big fish can't get to them. So the babies grow up here in the mangroves.
Yeah, I feel like this is more for alligators than for sharks. I gotta be more worried about an alligator bite than a shark coming and attacking me in here.
Yeah. And like I said, I talked to the guy that lived on a boat and worked at work. And he said, nah. He's seen a couple over like 5-6 years.
What's that? Sharks?
Alligators.
Alligators?
In here.
I know the harbor's got a lot of them.
Yeah, but...
all the canals that run out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of them. It's amazing. It's truly a miracle that I survived from 10 p.m. at night, 10:30 p.m. at night till 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning in that water.
Yeah.
With nothing to defend myself, nothing. And I could have been eaten by plenty of alligators. I was just praying to the Lord and thanking Him because I could have not made it out of the water that night. Thankfully, I did. Miraculously so.
Yeah.
And I learned that night that seaweed is actually really good for insulation if you get cold and you're stuck out in the water.
Yeah.
You can get some of that thick, like moss seaweed.
Yep.
It's really good. It's really good for covering you.
Yeah.
I was cold and something told me put your foot down. So I put my foot down. And I felt all the seaweed and it was like, now cover your body. And that's exactly what I did. And I warmed up.
Yeah. Well, anything to hold your body heat in.
Yeah.
Any kind of covering.
Yep. So I matted my whole body with seaweed
Yeah.
all the
That's,
way to my head.
that's just like making, if you're caught out hiking and a thunderstorm hits, just find somewhere dry.
Right.
You don't need a fire. You don't, unless it's
Dry is
obviously
the
really
biggest
cold.
thing.
But
And then in the water, hypothermia, you don't want to get that.
Right.
That was cold water, so that's for sure. I was water and bare skin.
way off in the distance, for as you can see, is the houses.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what's going on.
anyhow,
I don't know how Mary's doing today.
I don't know. I'm not here to think about it.
Right. There's two. Oh yeah, so this crab trap, that was a huge crab trap that was under that buoy.
Just sitting there.
Yeah, it was just sitting on the ground there.
Yeah.
And must have just baited it and put it in because it had a whole fish, like a whole mullet, just upside down in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool that he just set it there. We're going on the outside of this boat.
There's another one a few yards away.
Yeah. We're going on the outside of this boat. He's fishing.
Post tilt. He still hasn't fixed the stop sign at work. It's falling over.
The stop sign.
Yeah. Out of John Steve's parking lot.
The back parking lot.
Up front.
Oh, that's worse. Well, that's actually a street, though.
Morning.
Good morning.
I was gonna say the same thing to you.
It's a beautiful day.
Ah.
Gorgeous.
We're on the water, right?
Amen, brother.
I was just thinking the Lord, right? It was a beautiful day.
Good luck. Got a big bird sitting over there on the branch in the mangroves. A couple of them, maybe. I see one for sure. I think the other one's got its back turned to us, so it's harder to see. Anyhow, alright, in this video, we'll probably start it right back up in here in a few minutes because